If you have a very creative mind, you are much more likely to get stuck in anxiety. And the reason why is because once you experience the symptoms of anxiety, or let's even say you hit an overwhelm point, you enter a trauma state, there's some very, very bizarre symptoms that come with that, like depersonalization, realization. Your mind is going to take it like 10,000 levels deeper because of just how creative your mind is. So, I mean, I have people that are creatives that I work with that tell me some of the most creative, elaborate scenarios about their symptoms, and it feels so real to them. It feels as if it's true. But one of the things that I tell them is I'm like, listen, this is a byproduct of two things. Number one, the state that your body is in. Your body is very, very, very stressed out. Your body is in fight or flight response, maybe even the freeze response. And that's making you catastrophic. But also, you've got this beautiful gift of creativity that is being funneled into these symptoms. And so, for the creative clients that I work with, self regulation, they need to really start to listen to their body, befriend their body, release the buildup from the body. The second is co regulation. This is working with somebody that makes you feel safe, gives you that secure attachment relationship, can build hope in you as you're learning how to self regulate. It's been said that co regulation precedes self regulation. Co regulation is like training wheels on a bicycle. It's really just there to create that sense of safety until you can learn how to calm yourself down and really rewire your body and nervous system, which takes time. But then the third thing is exposure. We need you to be living your life and not avoiding living life. And then the fourth thing is something called cognitive restructuring. It's really where we get you the right information. We get you a 21st century of what's going on with your symptoms. And then you start to rewire your mind as well to believe the truth about your symptoms. But a next step, another step that I tell my creative clients for your recovery is you have to establish a creative outlet in your life, not just one, but probably two to three creative outlets in your life, and keep them there for the rest of your life because your mind is so good at creating. If you don't have a healthy outlet for that, even if you do go through the process of rewiring your body and nervous system, doing the core four, like I just mentioned, even just not having a creative outlet can allow your mind to latch on to some negative thought and turn it into so much stress that it puts your body back in this state again. And it's very, very, very important for them to do this. I've got one client, he started to build things. So he's into like carpentry. And for him, like, we had to go through the process of rewiring his mind. He had so much buildup, but he also recognized, like, hey, like my mind is also part of this as well. He said, I'm just creating all these elaborate scenarios about my symptoms, and it's really stressing me out. And so he's been building, what did he say in the last meeting? He said he built a porch swing for somebody, and they're like 6 hours away, but they're paying like several $100s for it. And he just feels so fulfilled. And then he's already on to his next project, and he has a YouTube channel that he's created where he builds stuff. And he's like, dude, I feel better than I've ever felt. I've rewired my body, I've gotten the co-regulation I need, and I've got a creative outlet now. And this is going to be crucial for him. And I will tell you, for me, like if you can see in the background, it's backward. Hold on. Banjo. And okay, it's just, you see, I am a creative type. My mind is very creative, and I have to have expressions for that creativity. That was one reason that I stayed stuck in the symptoms, was because once they happened, my mind, my creative mind, just latched onto them and came up with the most elaborate scenarios that you could ever imagine, especially with existential obsession and rumination. But not just that, with my health, even that was one thing that fueled health anxiety, is I'm a creative person, and so I'd have a bump. And yes, it was part of fight or flight response that my mind was creative, but then again, because I'm a creative, it went like 10,000 levels deeper, where my mind was so good at creating creative scenarios about my symptoms. So with that being said, I play the banjo, I play the guitar, I create courses and videos and all kinds of stuff for you guys. And it's very, very important. I'm always creating. I've accepted that, yes, I need to listen to my body. I need to self regulate. That's probably the most important part of recovering and staying recovered. The body is really should be the center of recovery, and it's not usually. Usually people are focused on the mind. But if you're a creative, you have to accept that you need a healthy creative outlet, and I would say have multiple creative outlets for the rest of your life. This is absolutely crucial. So that's it. Comment below if you want to share kind of your journey. Are you a creative? Have you found that this has made you more likely to experience symptoms or create scenarios about the symptoms? Also subscribe. Would love to have you join the channel. Share this, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.